Okay. Hey bunnies, welcome to another video. For today's video, I want to talk about men removing the condom during sex without the woman's consent or knowledge. So I'm scrolling social media as usual, just like any other millennial woman in her 30s, and I stumble upon Dear Dream, which is my gossip site. I don't follow Shade Room and Spiritual World and people. Like Dear Dream is my gossip site. All right, now on Dear Dream, of course, people send in their stories and whatever. So this one girl was like, what would you do, how would you feel if the guy that you're having sex with, you realize that they took off the condom in the middle of having sex? Like, you see them throw like 3 used condoms, but he didn't use them. Like, they started with it but he didn't finish with it. What would you do, or how would you feel? And I'm like, leave that man right now, get yourself tested, but leave that man right now. That man betrayed your trust. That was not consensual. He did not have permission to do that. It's like if you guys are having sex and he decides to choke you, but you're not into rough play, or you have trauma from it, and he decides to do it anyways, even though you're telling him no and telling him stop. Or he sees you crying and continues to do it. It's the same magnitude, if not worse. Because if you get pregnant, let's say you don't believe in abortion, right? Let's say you're doing all the necessary things to prevent an unwanted pregnancy, and this man decides to take off a condom and get you pregnant, and then what? You're not ready to have a child, mind you. You don't believe in abortion for the second part. And then even if you do, you don't want to go under anesthesia, you don't want to go through the procedure, or whatever your reasoning is. You just don't want to, which is completely fine. What now? What if this man has a disease, an underlying disease, a disease that he doesn't even know about because he doesn't have any symptoms from it, and you catch this disease? Then what? What if this man is doing the same thing with like 5 or 6 or 7 or 8 or 9 or even 2 or 3 other women, and then has sex with you in your nice clean vagina? Now what? What if you are having unprotected sex with other men and he decides to do this? I know he catches something. Whose fault is that? His or yours? Because you're telling him to wrap it up. You saw him wrap it up. You're in the middle of intercourse and let him take it off and you don't know. Whose fault is that now? And then what bothers me is people were in the comments. Women were in the comments. This one person in particular was like, so you didn't feel it? You didn't feel the difference? And I responded to her like, why are you so slow? Why are you so slow? Forget the fact that you have ultra thin condoms and they're made so you don't feel it, right? Forget the fact that every vagina is different and feels penises and objects differently. Forget the fact that every penis is different. Every girth is not the same girth. Every length is not the same length. So when it's in there and doing its thing and you get aroused and you're super wet and all these things, no, you're not gonna feel the difference. You are enjoying a consensual act with your partner, consenting adults, right? And then he decides to do something without your permission. That is not okay. That will never be okay. Has never been okay. Like, what? One guy was like, you have to watch out for women like these. What? How do you spin it and make it her fault? How do men? Why do men? Why do men? Why do men? And why do men? It's like men have this thing where they just do whatever they want with very little to no consequences because they do not care. So it's like, he did that. Let's say she break up with him. Okay. Move on to the next one. Or even if he does feel some sort of remorse or feel a type of way or, whatever, what was in your head to make you even think to do that in the first place? The audacity. Audacity. And this is what I always say to girls. Like, I want us women to this is the one thing I want us to take from men, and it's their audacity. The gumption to just go out into the world and do whatever despite the consequences. Like, we are so emotionally warped, right? And we overthink and we second guess everything, every single thing, which most of the time prevents us from leaping or advancing or gravitating or accepting certain opportunities. Whereas men just do what they want to do. But we're straying from the point. We're straying from the topic. Ma'am, you were raped. That's just that. That's just that. That man that you were, having intercourse with, that you both consented to having sex with each other, betrayed your trust. 100%. Because if something happens or had happened, who's to blame there? Who is to blame there? Yeah. I want you to drop your thoughts on this topic in the comment section. If you're a man who's ever done this, or if you're a girl who's ever been through this, let me know. All right? All right. It's not okay, or we do not approve. Until next time, peace sign and kissy face. Bye.